computer, so.
Roger, start streaming.
I wish the sun would go down past this fucking window. I can't look to my right. It blinds me.
Roger that. We are now live, I think. Let me just go check again. It looks like it is. It looks like it's been live for 13 seconds. Yeah, I think it went to the cockpit as well. There we go. Okay, so it seems to be working. So we're back in the Mirage F-1 cockpit. I'll just make a very quick outside view to show you the plane I took. And I put some magic infrared missiles on the wingtips, and I have some 530s on the inboard pylons. And this mission, the way it's built, is I'm going to go to the runway here, gonna take off, and as I'm taking off, it's going to give me one of like 5 or 6 presets of targets that I've put in the mission. I had originally built it for the Mirage 2000, but now we're trying it with the Mirage F1, which I just got this week, and I'm still learning. So I'm gonna remove my guard over the landing gear. I've already set my master arm because otherwise I will probably forget. My flaps are set, so I guess now it's just time to taxi. So right now, like, the turn radius is pretty wide, but if I hit the S key like this, it just turned on like my faster turning speed for the nose wheel. Can like really turn quickly like that, but I'm gonna try not to turn too fast with it because it can actually tip. And so here you can see in the cockpit my flap configuration here for takeoff. And like I said earlier, over here in the cockpit is where you can see the master arm. On the left side, I've selected my left side inboard missiles so that I can fire my semi-active radar homing missiles first. This is the EE version of the Mirage F1. So here we have a real RWR. We can see E3, so that's our AWACS that is being detected by it. And in the skies right now there's a friendly French C-130 that's probably gonna come in to land eventually. But after, like, I get on the runway, once I'm airborne, probably we'll have targets that will be assigned to us. So I'm just gonna position myself on the numbers here for takeoff.
The lag is not that bad.
So let's position here. Alright, so just a quick review here. I'm gonna get my RPMs to 70% or so here, and then I'll go full throttle, release the brakes, and once my speed here reaches about 120, I will rotate the nose up. With the flaps, the plane's gonna basically just want to take off on its own, at which point I will get the gear up and everything. Here, this is my radar scope. I've set up controls here where I can change the range. You can see the range numbers here. Right now it would be set for 7 miles, 15 miles, 35 miles, 60 miles. So we'll start in 60, but I'll do the narrow search because I'll use my AWACS to direct me where I'm going. And these here are the different radar modes, but we usually mainly use 3. I mainly use this one. And
It looks more like sonar than it does radar.
Yep. And so there we go. So here we have our wheels and our flaps. We have the HUD up ahead. And so I'm going to activate my wheel brakes. I'm going to give it some gas. Reaching 70, going full throttle, release the brakes. Full burners are on. And in the live, people watching will hear a tick, 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 tick. That's the amount of fuel I'm spending. The faster it goes, the more fuel I'm using.
B1, B2.
Yep. And now it's going to take off on its own, like I said. gonna get these flaps up. AWACS detecting unknown contacts to the north, Angels 2. So they're low-flying targets that we've detected. If I'm lucky, it's the same ones I detected earlier. They were not very hard. I'll take that because I'm not very good. But I'm already at 2,000 feet, so I'm going to head north and ask the AWACS for more info. So here's my compass, so you can see north is right here. So now I'm facing north and I'm climbing very quickly. So I want to stay around 2,000 feet. I have to trim to keep it fairly steady. There we go, something like that. Seems pretty good. So AWACS, can you give me some information? Lately it's been like I have to ask twice for it to work.
1-1. Request bogey dope.
Hit the tab key on your keyboard.
Dodge 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Bra 343-423 at 1,500 knots.
Okay, so very low at 23. So I'm gonna go to 340. And I think I'm gonna reduce my range because apparently they're very close already. Can reduce speed a bit. This is an interceptor, so it does get to where it needs to
What the hell it's gonna look like on the radar?
Well, you see those little dots here? Sometimes there are dots that appear that are a little bit bigger. So I move this little thing around and I hope to find the targets. I ask for bogey dope again.
Overlord 1-1. Dodge 1-1. Request bogey dope.
Ah, you see there was something there that appeared here.
So hard to see.
Yeah, I think he's there. Can I lock him? It's very close. Maybe if I switch to the 15 mile, yeah, I see him a bit better now. This little thing there. Very tough to get a lock. Okay, he's within 10 miles now.
Dodge 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Merged.
Okay, I merged with him. Can I get a lock on this, please? Okay, there we go. Missile away. And now I'm gonna switch to my other missile. But it would appear I've hit the target. I don't know where he is, but I have an indication that I've destroyed an L-39. I don't think he's alone though. Last time there were two of them.
Overlord 1-1. Dodge 1-1. Request bogey dope. Dodge 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Bra 03649 at 1,500 cold.
036. So
I see some smoke on the ground. I don't know what's in.
I didn't even see the bogey that I hit, so I'm already going for the next one.
Dodge 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Papa group
062.
Looks
Okay.
like he's out.
1,500 knots.
Yeah, but there's another one. At 8 miles. Oh, there he is. That little thing there.
Dodge 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Merged.
Hold on. Right.
There we go. I got a lock. Missile away. Will we see this one blow up?
Yep, he's below me up.
So I got him.
And I got a screenshot.
Woohoo! Okay, now I see the fire for the first one there in the distance. But him, I'm in the cockpit, so I don't really see where he might have crashed. With the fire! I don't see no fire!
Enough.
Oh, this is a Sanaki here. And since I haven't really learned how to do the navigation, I'm gonna just go by memory to get back to my base. So here you can see that there's an ocean.
Looks like an awesome airplane, but does it handle well?
Oh, if I want to do aerobatics, I could show you a little bit what it can do. It's not the best one, but let's say I dive like this.
It's got wings, you know.
It's fast. There you go. It's fast, but let's see. I'm going to do an air show for the people here at Sanaki since I have a lot of fuel. Now I'm pulling lots of G's. You can see the cockpit is shaking like crazy.
F-16.
And I don't even have the combat flaps out.
Yeah, that's a pretty tight circle.
Yep. I'm losing lots of speed too, but I went from like 500 knots to 300 very quickly.
How are you doing on fuel?
I still have like about 10,000, I think. I don't know 10,000 what, but I've got 10,000 something.
I can't tell if she's pretty or ugly.
Yeah, it's sort of like a love-hate thing, that plane. It's
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try the combat flap thing. I don't even know if it's engaged or not, but
Enough.
okay, that's how you turn it on. Okay, I don't know if it's just the regular flaps that are turning on now, but apparently when you want to really turn, you turn that thing on. I'm like almost going to 15 degrees angle of attack, so that bleeds my speed a lot. But if you just want to turn, you do that.
Still above 300 knots. I don't know. Maybe we deploy at low speeds.
Enough.
You see now they're back normal, the front leading edge slats anyways. But I'm not really sure how all that works. So I've mapped it, but let's see if I pull pretty hard there. Yeah, I think I've turned it off now. Okay.
Yeah, I've got no flat movement that I can see.
Gotcha. Now, I've been flying in circles. I have to find my ocean again. There we go. It helps a lot when you know the map. But like right now I'm heading west, so I know I'm going to head for the ocean.
Enough. Enough.
And then I can turn left again towards the south to head toward Cobuletti. I just burned like from the 15 there to the 12 there. I think in front of me is the city of Poti.
Yeah, you're at 600 kilometers?
Yep. It's actually knots, I think. 550 knots.
Yeah, not. Okay, yeah.
That speed here. I'm between the 5 and the 6. But yeah, below me there it's Poti with the big lake there. And then further down there's like a square lake. Like if I look here around there. And there's a little line of mountains, and Cobuletti is usually right there. That's just from memory, I know that. It's a good thing because I haven't learned the waypoint system. You've got the sort of INS thing here. It's probably similar to the Mirage 2000 because it is a Mirage plane. Mirage engineers who built it, but I haven't learned that part yet, so I'm just flying a seat of the pants. Misty's just sent me a link, but I can't see it right now.
And my brother's trying to call. 7 o'clock at night on a Friday.
I'm gonna call the airfield. Hey Koboleti, I'm inbound. I bet it's not gonna work the first time, so I'm gonna do it again. There we go.
1-1, inbound.
They want me to land on 2-5, so it's in that direction. It's the opposite direction from where I took off. Just for fun, I'm gonna switch to the outside view.
Dodge 1-1, abort inbound, resuming mission.
Okay, the C-130 is already landed. That's all I wanted to check. By accident, I called that I didn't want to land, but I'm gonna call again.
Dodge 1-1, inbound.
So that's the airfield right there.
Wow, got some weird speed brakes.
So now I've got my air brakes out. I'm gonna get the speed down to about 300, which I'm almost there. Gonna get my first level of flaps in.
Flaps are blue.
I'm gonna put a little bit more air brake. I'm now at 250, going full flaps, getting the gear down. It's giving me warnings in the cockpit. Probably I got the gear down a bit too quick, but it's fine.
Air brakes are just retracted.
Yep. I have to spot my landing because
Full flaps.
I lost it for just a second, but I think I see it now. I have to like swivel around in my cockpit like that to not lose sight of it like that.
Coolhand, Dodge 1-1, request landing.
Oh, I'm gonna set my thing here so that I can see my velocity vector for landing. It's quite useful. So I should have like a little yellow square that will tell me where I'm going, if I'm not too fast or if I'm in the right setting. It's this switch here, right? Maybe I have to turn off the weapons. There we go. So now I've got my little yellow square. That's gonna help me to put it in the right spot.
I'll watch it in the video later.
Yeah, right now I'm I was a bit fast, but I was also a bit high, and this thing is not handling so well on the ground. So let's see what we're gonna do here. Boom, it's a bit rough. Get the parachute out. Start pumping the brakes. I don't like when it starts going sideways because very sensitive rudder. Okay, I kept it.
Funky looking gear, man.
Yeah, it is funky. It's big and funky. It's actually one of the design features I kind of like of the plane. If you look behind the landing gear, you see those fins on the belly?
Yeah.
It's to help keep it straight, and it doesn't want to stay straight, so they needed two of them.
I don't mind those fins. It's just the all-in-all design. It's kind of cool.
Getting rid of the parachute. And we're gonna get on the taxiway here.
It reminds me of the Starfighter. I mean, it looks like it's going really, really fast.
Yeah,
but this thing doesn't look like it would do very, very well in a dogfight.
Yeah, it's from the same period, more or less. The first versions of the F-1 were like around the Starfighter period. It's a Cold War plane, you know. So just for fun, I'm going to continue down the taxiway here. You can probably see in front of me there are two parked Mirages. A little further down there's a transport plane. And then of course there are our beverage trucks waiting for us. I'm going to have so much ginger ale when I get there. Okay, I cheated. I just had a sip.
So I was thinking about going, okay, back, I've already finished 2 bottles of wine. I was thinking about, okay, let's go out, let's do something, it's only 7 o'clock. Or taking a gummy and going to sleep and waking up early tomorrow. I took the gummy, I'm going to go to sleep and wake up early tomorrow.
Roger. I thought I'd do that yesterday, and I woke up too early this morning, and then I woke up too late at lunch. I'm actually gonna go behind that plane. I think there's enough room.
You sure?
I think there is. Then I'm gonna go for those. I will use the precise nose wheel. You see how fast it turned there?
Yeah. Yeah, you're waiting to clear. You'll be fine.
I think I'm good. You can see my missile, and yeah, I'm clearing plenty. Try to clear the trucks as well.
Is that my gin truck?
No, there's a refueling truck, and there's a ammunition truck with ammunition crates and stuff like that. And this should be alright. Let's see how it looks on the outside. Hey, the nose wheel is right on the line. You know how I know? When you're in the cockpit and you look to the side, if the line goes right under you, it means that you've got the wheel on it. On most planes it works. It does very well for this one. Now,
yeah, I'm looking at the video feed. Yeah, I can see what you're talking about.
Yeah, that line right there. But I'm going to do the auto stop thing, and I'm going to show you what it looks like on the outside. It's kind of funny. Of course, you see all those things happening up top. You can see the heat blur of my engines behind them, which often continues for a few seconds after it turned off. But what's nice is once the whole thing is finished, you'll see the cockpit open. The pilot puts the helmet on the side, and it's like somebody has come and put the ladder on the plane. And then they put the wheel chucks as well.
Zoom stopped working.
Raja.
I've got a generic zoom on you, but I can't zoom in on the cockpit.
Try with the keyboard with star and slash on the numeric keypad.
Yeah. Oh, there it works.
You see the...
yeah, I see his helmet's off on the side.
Yeah, and then I can look like that, and on the outside I could take a nice screenshot there. Let me make it a nice screenshot like this, removing the thing at the bottom. And there you have it. Little sortie with the Mirage F-1. But it looks kind of nice. It's...
How much was this plane?
That was like $62.
Oh, cool.
It's still not on special, so I got it full price, more or less. Well, full price for early access, because eventually it's going to be like $70. But I already get 2 planes for the price of one, because this is the EE version with the fuel probe and the more modern avionics. But there are 2 more versions that are going to come out. And there's also another one, the CE version, which is a little bit older model. So I can fly the older model, or this one, which is a bit more modern, can do air-to-air refueling. And some of the differences, like here you saw that in the cockpit I had an RWR, and the earlier version, like below the radar here in this area, it's like you have a thing with arrows front, left, right, or below. That's all the RWR you get. It's a little bit more basic. This one I think has the INS navigation system there, which the other one doesn't, so I really don't know how to navigate with the other one. And yeah, it's a lot of like manual stuff, analog gauges like this. Looks really nice. The detail work on the textures. You look at the attachments, the buckles, everything looks nicely detailed. The stick itself, you can remove it if it's in the way.
It's nice that it actually works. You know, you actually can click on stuff at the cockpit.
Yeah, like when I turned off my lights earlier, it's those switches here, but it's like if you're just looking at this in front, you don't see. You have to bend down and sideways to look there. But
yeah, that's something I didn't tell Nick about. Oh, by the way, Track IR is really good with this game, but it's $250, so I'll tell him later.
Get a joystick first and then get that. And you see these switches there, those are like the dogfight switches. It's like, who would think when you're flying like that, oh, I need something really quick. Oh, I'll just go over there underneath the thing for the parachute. Yeah. But you map it to your joystick and then you're okay. But I haven't played with the dogfight modes too much. That's why I was really hoping for a nice radar lock when I was like click, click, click trying to lock on them. Because otherwise I would have had to switch to the magics. And then the magics, when you get close to the target and it's in front of you, you get a tone when you can fire it. But it's very basic stuff. It's not high tech. You can, I think, get a radar lock and shoot the magic missiles too. And these wingtip missiles, you can also put sidewinders. But since I had taken a French plane, I gave it French missiles.
Parlez-vous français up your butt?
Oui, oui, monsieur. So there, I guess it completes our live, and hope you enjoyed it.
I did. I was enjoying watching it, even though it was a little delayed, but I was watching